All right, we made it. Look at that. We're here.
Woo!
We're back. There, Old McDonald's up on the screen right now. We'll see if he's back here tonight.
Yeah, let's hope so. We're certainly missing some of our key guys. That's for dang sure.
Well, post-game press conference. Did you catch any of that? Did you watch?
I did actually. Absolutely.
What were your thoughts on Al Letang's response?
You know what? I think it was great. I think I think the thing that impresses me is that he really is on top of this.
Oh, yeah.
This was just not our best game.
Yep.
We came out, we were a little flat-footed in the first period, and, we just didn't play Sting hockey.
Yep.
And he talked a little bit about systems, which, clearly he echoed some of the things that we had talked about earlier. So I thought it was really well done.
Yeah.
But he remains really positive, as do we, about the the future for this team. And
we're just trying to scratch our heads, trying to figure it out.
Absolutely, 100%.
I was talking to Pat DeRoche upstairs before we started here, and I said, what do you think? He said, the part of the issue too is it's like they came out running out the gate.
Oh yeah.
Strong as a young team. When everybody's been talking about, it's a young team, it's rebuilding. And then they come out and do really, really well, and then they set that bar way up there.
Yeah,
and now we're kind of like, we're not at the bottom, we're kind of like the middle of the pack, so to speak, and a little more to, I think, what people originally expected, if that makes sense.
And absolutely right. We are certainly creeping to the bottom of the barrel at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. But, if we're taking the lessons out of that, we could have a really good year. But, it was clearly we're missing some of our, key players. The young guys, they came out and they went great guns, absolutely. And there's still lots of great flashes of brilliance out there, Houston Hurts really stepped up his game, who Coach Letang had mentioned as well.
Yep.
Some of these younger guys. There's still a few of them. These guys.
Hall,
absolutely.
Right, there's one we hadn't
really
seen a lot from.
Up.
And he's got to be like, I get to play hockey.
Absolutely.
Right,
and very exciting to watch. He's
fast.
Absolutely. And he's not ashamed of that physical game.
Pardon me. Yeah, no, I was going to say he likes getting in there and doing what needs to be done.
But clearly the coach is looking at trying to amp up the physicality of our team.
I think so.
And I would agree. And I think, you're absolutely right. That's something that we desperately
We started
need.
seeing more of that last year, I think.
I agree.
Coming into the playoffs, they were becoming, and we talked about a little more aggressive, a little more, you're going to poke the bear, we're going to poke back.
Absolutely.
And we weren't normally a team that did that and stepped forward. So here today to play Flint, these two teams have often, there's been times when in the past, Flint's been a thorn in the side. Ugly. And they're a big team as well, right?
They are a big team. They're a very physical team. We've typically struggled against Flint. So I'm hoping that Coach and the team have put together a strategy to come out and get right on that. I think, expect the Sting to see the Sting coming out right off the boards and going right at it. Hard.
Yeah.
And we'll see how that goes, because I think that's a strategy that we are going to have to move towards.
Well, and that kind of goes back to post-game with Al Letang. He talked again, like those systems. They've got systems in place, and he did say, overall, obviously they want to win, but they're really happy with this team and the efforts they're putting in, a strong effort. And there's a lot of learning that still goes on with that as well.
Absolutely. So he talked a little bit about those systems and when you're bringing in new systems and with the new coaching and potentially even more new systems and stuff like that.
Yeah, right.
It's not always going to work out, but it's what you do right afterwards that's going to, sort of determine success or failure rates, right? If you can, if your system breaks down and you jump right back in, and start implementing your defensive systems and stuff like that, then we're going to have some success.
Yeah.
Certainly it's great when everything's all firing on all six cylinders, right?
Right.
But, occasionally a cylinder misfires and you just got to deal with it, roll with the punches. And
you mentioned some new ideas in there. Obviously you're talking about Dustin Jeffrey, who has now stepped in as the assistant coach to replace Brett Sullivan, right?
Yep.
35 years old and a lot of NHL experience in there as well that brings towards to that also. Talking about another trade that's come in, a new defenseman,
absolutely,
Kai Schwint,
absolutely,
who played for, coming back to us from the Florida Panthers.
Yep.
He played in the ECHL as well.
Yeah,
and he's got some great points already going for him this season.
100%, and he's a big guy too. Yeah. So, looking forward to seeing how well he gels with the team this. Starting now.
We'll find out tonight for sure. Ryan Brown, another one notably, who just got back, from the U17. And, while he was out there playing really hard, I kind of wonder if that's part of what we've been seeing out there. Like, because when you're away and you're not at your home game practices, you're not used to the systems and what's going on. Hey, there's Peter. How you doing, Peter? And, maybe that's all a part of it, too. So giving this team some time to kind of get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, I would agree.
And tighten the skates up a bit.
Any kind of change is always hard on people, right? And, it's a different pace, a different style of game, different level of competition, that kind of thing. So, sometimes switching gears can be a little hard on guys, and absolutely, I get it. But I think we can still expect really good things from Ryan Brown because, we've seen how well he can play
for sure
already this season, prior to the U17s and how well he did there. So I'm expecting him to bounce back with a certain degree of quickness, to it, right?
For sure. Dalen Moses, another one that's been he was off and then on and then back off real quick again. I don't know if we haven't seen the lineup just yet.
Yeah.
But it would be
I think
nice
he's
to
still
see
listed day to day, right? So
yeah, that's right.
We'll see how that goes. But take care of your guys, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, and a tall, big guy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And he when he first came to this team, we were like, okay, what are you going to see? And he showed up like the first day and was like, okay. I almost felt like he had to show the fans that I am here to play some hockey.
He did a hell of a job, I'll tell you.
He sure did.
Absolutely. But then, injury, and, you got to take care of your guys. And, so don't come back before you're absolutely ready to do this again,
Well, and this team, I think we mentioned it last time, they went through this last year where they had some great players on there.
Oh yeah.
And then right away they were off. Like Nolan Dillingham was off for the longest time.
Oh yeah.
Came back I think for one or two and then was off again.
Yeah,
and then so that adds some frustration into I think everything that we're talking about.
Well, some of these bigger, more physical guys, the bigger they are, sometimes the harder they fall.
I guess, right?
You just gotta roll with that.
We do. All right. Well, we're about 14 and a half minutes away, but we're going to wrap things up here because we really just want to get to the hockey and see what 100%. The Sarnia Sting bring out here today. And we'll see what Jay has to say at the end of the first period.
We'll see how that goes.
I could see it when you're walking towards me. I already have that like, oh, boy, here we go. Or he's got a big grin on his face. Yeah. Anyway, definitely want to see the Sarnia Sting put another one in the win column here today.
That would be nice. Break that slump.
We'll talk about it more. And, of course, get ready later this afternoon for the post-game press conference in the restaurant here as well. All right, for now, thanks for watching, everybody. Live from the concourse and with the Sarnia Sting, I'm David Burrows and my friend Jay Peckham.
Go Sting, go!